Good morning. 1 second. I got a surprise for you guys today. Well, not really a surprise, but one minute just finishing up here. Good morning. It's CPI day. It is Wild Wednesday, as I like to say. Good morning, Antonio. I see you there on the chat already. Wow, look at that. And what I mean by already is this already. On my pretty much the live stream, the title as it goes. Do you buy the dip or do you expect the stock market to crash today? Well, I mean, it's as simple as this. I already traded on this account. This is my XFAs here. There's no way I can possibly fake that entry there. And I want to show you something. Look at this. So, very simple. 50 support level. We get the dip with the numbers. I don't take the initial dip to 50 because it's too risky, right? Like, come on, it will take some serious cojones to buy that first dip because, well, you don't know where it's gonna stop, right? Price instantly bounces all the way back up to the 73, and I'm like, shoot, should have bought. Price came back again to the 50 and gives me that. But what I always talk about, right? So we have the trap to the downside. Step one. I don't buy it because of CPI. Any other day I would have. And then we get step two, which is the back test of 51 to the tick. It even does it to the tick. To the tick. And then it bounces again, and I'm like, crap, I should have bought it. And then it came back down. Gratefully, we came back down one last time, and I opted to take one long at 51.50, and I added another one at 49.75, and I took profit on both of them already. That leaves me with on the green today already with $1,069 on the day on my XFA. So really, this in itself proves exactly my point of what I'm trying to say here. I realize that certain days, like for example, like yesterday, when I sit here for too long, I don't necessarily do the best. And that is because I'm here for too long. I'm here for an extended period amount of time that I know I shouldn't be here. My peak level of thinking happens between market open till about 10:30. That's it. And beyond that, it's just too much. So I shouldn't be trading. That's my point. Second, I mean, I just want to thank God. We always got to be grateful. Like, I got to wake up this morning. I get to make money on this computer, and then I get to walk away, and I can pretty much put a stop whenever I want. And just having that freedom makes me super happy. And I hope that you all can find your whatever your purpose you feel like it is. And I feel like this is my purpose. I want to provide some value because I do feel like this is very repetitive. You can see that trap to the downside, the back test, and then the long. I already made over $1,000 on today, and I'm pretty darn happy with that. Do I need to get more greedy? Probably I might, just because I think that we're still going to go higher, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't want to just long here right now. You can see how we're congesting at this level right here. Let me show you something here. In a little bit, I'll show you something. The level of greed that I was at yesterday. But for today, the plan is very simple. So 67 is going to be a major key level of resistance that we already tested multiple times. You can see that 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're congesting right below it. I think we're going to break it, but I just don't want to be long at this level right now. I rather, as I often say, I don't want to guess that this is going to break, even though I feel like it is, right? It will, but I just rather wait for the breakout, the back test, and then I want to get long 67, looking for the push on up. Those to me are safer trades. They're not always going to work either, right? But again, at least I prefer buying already the breakout. I prefer already knowing that the wall has been broken for me, if that makes sense. So let me put that normally like that. I can give you the whole spiel as to why these levels are important, but I mean, why, right? Like 50. Let me see something here. What happened here? I'm going to give you a deeper breakdown here soon. We closed yesterday at the 57. So we're pretty much right on par where we closed. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. This proves exactly my game of ping pong. Let's hear me out for a second. Okay, I know it's easy to talk when you're already in the green and I'm done almost for the day. But I don't care about the numbers. I didn't care about it. I did not care about the order flow that was happening in there, the fancy shit, right? I didn't care about pretty much anything. There was only one thing that mattered. Can that 50 hold? And I saw that on the first initial dip, it really did. It just popped below it to the 48.50, gets back into the range. Even that was a long, and it instantly popped all the way back to the 73. It's too risky though, so I don't take it, right? And then we get the ultimate back test to the downside, and it bounced right from 50. Like, is that coincidence? Do you think price just magically moves like this? It doesn't. It does not. So we have two things happening here. You have the trap low, which as long as that holds, we are continuing to go up. Today, we're going to go up, especially if the lousy bears can't go and break that 48. We're going up, all right? We are going to go up, up, up. They need to break that level, essentially. So as long as that holds, this is the current low of the trap. So we understand that, right? 2, we already got the back test of 51, which is where I got long right there. Right freaking there. Now, I wouldn't like to see 51 really get tested anymore because we already had multiple tests of 51. But rather, as this was playing out, you need to understand the strategy, which is the trap, the back test, the long. It's as simple as that. The trap, the back test, I get long. Boom, you take profit at the next level of resistance, which happens to be 67. And can you argue with me that this is resistance? I don't think so, because look at it. We're struggling here, right? We're going to probably break it, but until we do, it's still holding up as resistance. We are struggling up here, and it's not coincidence. That's why I locked both my contracts in at 67 on the XFAs. This is the same account that I've been trading on for the past 2 weeks. I like to build a padding on them because you cannot take a payout. Well, I don't take a payout until they are a minimum $5,000 because, well, then you're just going to forfeit that account. Let me show you this level of greed from yesterday, though. This is something I want to talk about. Hey, you might get to this point. I hope not. Maybe you can overcome it quicker than me. I had already taken some small losses throughout the day. Maybe this is what happened. And I was already here for way too long on my stream. So I ended the stream yesterday, not necessarily feeling all that great. But anyways, I got long after this, after we get the same thing, rinse and repeat. The trap below this 38 level, we get the back test right here. And on the same XFA, I got long one, and then I added another one right here at the 50. I was looking for a push to take a while to guess where? 67. All right, so keep that in mind. I was looking for 67. Price got all the way up here to the 455. I think it was up $1,000 or something like that. And I didn't lock in a single cent. Not one. Okay, I'm sharing this so that you understand the type of level of greed that I was at. And when you're not necessarily I wasn't even at home. I was out on the road. Like I knew this thing was gonna go higher right from the right when this reclaimed. Uh, so I took the long and I walked away and I'm like, I am leaving, and I left. That's how confident I was in the setup. But again, we got that dip, and because I was long 2 contracts, I decided to put my stop. Guess where? At 45. And guess where the price bounced from? 45 to the tick. So basically, I saw my account go from $1,000 plus to basically getting stopped at 45. I'm like, God, are you kidding? And then right from 45, I see price basically whoop right back up, and I think it got to the high of 61. So, I mean, at the market close, I would have closed the position. I have to, right? But it's a comedy. Like if I had told you that this happened on my XFA or anything like that, you wouldn't believe me. You would be like, no, there's no way this guy's lying. This guy must be lying. I'm not lying. Look, I got long there 39.75. I mean 41.75. Whoops. I know there's a couple things going on there, but I got long 41.75. I added another one at 50, and then I got taken out for both at 45. And then price from 45 magically, boop, all the way back up to the 61. Yeah. So don't get that greedy. Sometimes it's best to take the profit. That's, I guess, the lesson there for me. That was definitely a big lesson. So today I was up 1,100, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to have a day like yesterday again. So I'm just going to lock it in. But I think the setup already here has played out. Like I said, the safest bet for me right now currently is just waiting for this resistance to break. And then probably testing 73, back testing 68, and taking a long from 68 to look to the upside. I mean, that's it. That's all I really see here right now. Besides that, we can chop around and open up below 67 and above 57. And there would really be no sense of direction rather than congesting in that area. But the major lesson, I think, is just that numbers don't matter. I don't even know if the numbers were good. Were they bad? I actually don't know. Let me look. Like, I really don't care about numbers. It's irrelevant. Market already priced it in. I don't know how they know, but these guys know, right? This is rigged. Come on. And it's all right. It's all right. I used to feel upset when somebody would tell me that this thing is rigged to the upside, downside, or whatever. Whichever way we're going, it's rigged that way. I used to feel upset about it. But now I don't. I don't fight it anymore. I used to, when I first started, my first trade ever was a short. I remember trading options, and I was short like, I think I shorted $4,000. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. And then after that, I got more upset. So I decided to be a bear, and I decided to try to pick tops. Like, look, I'm going to short 67, or I'm going to, you know, like the day's just been going up and up and up and up and up. Sooner or later, we're going to drop, right? I stopped fighting it. You got to stop fighting the trend. Let it go. You got to let it go. I feel like I can relate because some people I see or some people I hear about, they want to try to pick tops. And on a day like yesterday where it just goes up and up, I did short one time. And it worked. Not that it didn't work. I got like $500 worth of profit and I didn't take it. I'm telling you, I was feeling greedy yesterday. If I just taking profit every single time I had it, which was pretty much every single trade, I think I would have finished with over $2,000. But hey, we live and we learn. And as you can see there, wild guess why 67 is getting stuck. That's a key level of resistance. I think if we break out of 72, we're going to be in for a nice sweet day again. But I don't want to expect that happening yet. I think we need to congest a little bit more, especially market's going to open up in 15 minutes. Which brings me to my next point. It is time for the crystal ball indicator. All right, crystal ball. I've been doing this. It's a 2-for-1 currently. The crystal ball is winning 2-to-1 right now. All right, let's see. Crystal ball reading. No, I want to ask you a question. How do you do this? So are we gonna pump yesterday? Are we gonna dump? Today's dump at open. Let's find out what the crystal ball's got to say. Yesterday was wrong. 2 days in a row was right. So it says yes. I'll say yes. So it's gonna dump according to the crystal ball at open. Hey, don't fade the ball. The ball's been right twice over once. We'll see today. Can it tie? Can it be wrong today? This was the setup right there, though. Look at that. My goodness. Again, I go back to just feeling good about trading in general. Like, some days, like, it's me who ruins the system. It's me who might not trade my system correctly. But this works every day. Understanding where trend is going is always going to keep you pretty much safe unless you screw it up. But look at that. Like, is that coincidence? I just look at that chart right there and I start to think to myself. I used to think to myself, is it coincidence? Like, what's going on there? What is it? And honestly, till this day, I really can't tell you what it is. If I told you that I know it all, I don't know it all. But what I do know for a guaranteed fact is that whoever's buying down there didn't buy by mistake. They bought that level because they intended to buy that level. And you got the trap, the back test. It's rinse and repeat. Even here to the upside, this in itself is another trap. Look, we got the 67, the wick. So meaning we pushed really fast to the top side. And then we got denied and we came back into 67 really quickly. And then we went down. We made another trap to the downside. So there's two traps kind of happening vice versa, I would say. So that's why I also think that we could be in a little bit of a pickle in terms of some chop in between here, because the bulls don't want it lower than this 51, right? We understand that they don't want it lower, so they're gonna need to try to hold this 57 so that they can continue to rally and ultimately break up here. The problem is, well, it would not be an unhealthy thing either for, you know, some chop, like some consolidation. Think about yesterday. The market doesn't just every single day, right? Or dump every day. This is all right too, some consolidation. For me, the safest bet is just waiting for that 67 break, the back test, and then the same thing as here, rinse and repeat, same thing. And then I know that if we start dumping, we break 51, I won't touch it below 51 long, no way. But what I would look at is this level here, this level. 38.42. Do you remember this level? This was the resistance that we were trying to reclaim yesterday. That's where I got short, and we got a barely a 10-point pullback to the downside. So if we were to potentially break that 51 at open, dip into, really doesn't really matter, 34, probably the lowest, maybe 32, something like to 32, get back into 38, accept this level, I would look for the long back up. That would be a trap in itself. That's pretty much all I would look for if we do break below that 51. Now, of course, if we just waterfall and we don't go back up here, I wouldn't take the long until lower, much lower. And that's the problem with me understanding that. Below 51, I'm looking for the trap long. But if it doesn't reclaim 38, it could also be a nice short opportunity from 51, right? Remember, I like to short weakness. I don't short strength unless I'm really darn confident in that level, like yesterday. But I want to short weakness, if that makes sense. You want to see lows get broken. If this 51 breaks, that's a sign, you know, we're weak. If 38.42 breaks, that's another sign that we're weak. And then so forth, the ladder continues downward. But all we've been doing for the past week, I think 2 weeks, is just, all right, we got resistance at 67. Boom. We boner out of it. And then at some point we retest it, if we ever do. And then we basically bounce from it and we go on higher. And then this resistance here, We're like, all right, we got resistance at 82. Boom, we squeeze above 82. And then what do we end up doing? We turn it into support. And then we got resistance here. Do you follow the game? That's really the game. It's the game of ping pong. And then we turn that area into support, potentially with a trap to the downside. We reclaim, and then boom. It's rinse and repeat every single day. Every day. And when you don't see the trap, when you don't really feel good about an entry, I don't like to take it. And yesterday was one of those days where, because I wasn't feeling it, I didn't understand where price was going. I knew we were going up. I just couldn't tell how the duck to get in long. It was a hard day for me yesterday. When it was just as simple as buy the open, buy the dip, and let it rip. Let's wait for the market to open on up, though. The volume hasn't even really kicked in. But I already gave you my two setups. Below 51, I want to see the trap. Below 38. 51 should continue to hold. I wouldn't bid it anymore just because, look, we already got a lot of tests here, right? The first time is all right. I'm confident in it. Second, it's better. Like that, you get some confirmation. But more than 3 times is a little bit of a dice game at that point. Think about it. Already provided plenty of opportunity, right? Plus, we're above the VWAP. Now I feel like everyone's going to pile on long at open just because we're above the VWAP. So you know what that means? That means we're going to dump it. I don't know. I hope not. I hope we just rally, right? But we're also kind of flagging overnight as well. We are kind of bull flagging overnight. So I think this thing might still want to go up. Let's see what happens at open. But I think if anything, she wants to go up. Surprise, surprise, right? That I buy again. It's just much more predictable. I do not know if 67 is gonna be the level if we were that we reverse that. I just know it's resistance, so I know to take profit there, right? I don't want to guess that we're gonna go up. That's why you can see my fills there at 67, 65. I'm gonna take them out because it bothers me looking at the chart. And that's why I love this game like this. It gives the whole like extra unnecessary information out of it. Now you can go and review the numbers and be like, all right, what were they? Oh yeah, I forgot to check it out. So we got numbers at 10:30. They're gonna be big numbers coming in at 10:30. So don't forget that 10:30. And that's about it. So we're on the clear until 10:30. CPI. So I guess they came in lower than expected. Would that be a good thing or a bad thing? I would say a good thing, right? I mean, the other numbers are kind of right in line. These are right in line. Core CPI. Yeah, I don't know. See, like, I mean, whether they're good or bad, what difference does it make? If they're gonna dump this thing, we're gonna see the dump. We wouldn't see this price like this. We would see, boom, dump. This 51, dump. And the final part is having discipline. So if we do get this breakout, we gotta let it be. We gotta let it at least break. Like I say always, 5 points is a safe haven sometimes. Potentially that 72, 73 level. That's what I would want to see minimum get hit. And then the dip to the 68. You might potentially even want to wait for a little trap below and above. It's up to you, honestly, or that's how I view it. It just depends how price is moving. That's what it comes down to. I know that sounds weird, but unfortunately, screen time is going to be also your best friend, right? You start to see the way price is moving. Like this. This is the candles are getting tight, compressed, meaning we want to do something. We just don't quite know yet where. We could easily fall down here, and then this bear flag would play out. Although I don't trade the bear flag, and I don't even bother looking at it. I just have it here just in case we do break below it and then we get back into it. I know that we faked out some other people, but you know what I'm gonna say if you're gonna short that bear flag. I'm just gonna wait for market to open. It's still got 5 minutes. But we have reclaimed that level from yesterday, right here. This was a very key level that the bulls basically got back. So I should have worn my bull shirt today. It would have been nice. Oops. I was thinking about leaving one runner and not taking both at 67, but you know, I was like, no. I know if I don't take it, this thing's gonna chop around down here. So I'm like, no, we're gonna take it. Look at that. Price squeezed above 67 and back into the range. How much more does this 67 have left? I don't know. That's why I don't want to guess. But I know it's resistance. It's up there. So I would say another final thing about the way I trade is that I don't know if you ever noticed, like yesterday I was wanting to long 5,400, right? And price only got down to 5,401. So 150, I think it was. So it was literally 1.5 points higher than where I wanted to get long. You have to wait for the price to come to you. Like here, I know 67, 68, 67 is resistance, right? I would not want to be chasing price at 66. You're late to the party already. If the bear flag is going to work, you are late now. I would want to be short 67, 68, and potentially with my stop at break even if I don't feel confident in it. Or I don't, because the shorts, I don't have that much confidence in them. They'll work whenever they want. But what I'm trying to say is even though yesterday I really screwed it up by not taking that long, unfortunately, could have easily flushed many points lower, and maybe I should have been more aggressive on a day like yesterday, but not every day is like yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, you have to wait for that price to come to you. So you got to master your entries. You can have a good system, but with a shitty entry, you screw it all up. Like right now, you would have already been from that 67, 68 level already in the green. You would have been laughing already. Whether it works or not, it's up, you know, like you can go break even or debate if you want to lock in the profit. It would be up to you. But what I'm trying to say is if you're FOMOing short here now, well, people are missing the entire picture, right? They're going to say, look at the bear flag. The bear flag ducking works. It's the bear flag pattern or this or that, blah, blah, blah. No, it's simple resistance is right there. Look how many times we went here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How much more times do you want the chart to tell you that we're getting stuck there? The only thing ES needs to do is basically get out of your screen and, hey, this is resistance. Look at it. Look at the chart. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the bear flag that works. It's the resistance that works. Can you argue it? Look at my entry. If I'm not going to short it. I'm just saying, if I was short, if I was that type of trader, I would have shorted here, 67. You can see this proven resistance. Proven resistance. We have the trap to the upside. So bears do not want price above 73 because it becomes the game of ping pong. Basically, what we have to the downside, we have to the upside. This level here, they don't want broken. 73.75. That's the max that the bears want. Okay, right here. That's the trap. This is the back test of 67. Back test of 67, 68. Back test of 68. I think we're going to break it ultimately. But again, you can see the picture just upside down. And this is the same thing, just upside down. And then people are going to be like, oh, the bear flag, the bear flag. No, we're just probably going to go down here and chop in between here. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Market's about to open it up. Get ready, get ready. Market is about to open. So see, the people that are shorting at the open or the bear flag break, they're late to the short already. Short is up here. I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. This thing wants to squeeze. I'm just saying, like, that was resistance there. And that's why I don't like playing with the bears, because this is what you get with them. This little tiny dips. Watch, this thing's about to rip and break right through it probably. Probably, I don't know. I like to wait for price to tell me. Price is king. Don't forget, I wait for the break. I wait for the back test. That's where I get long. That's a safe entry for me. Even though I feel like we're going to break there. I just don't trade my feelings. And there's that bear flag. We're chopping right below 67. Can the bulls do it? Can they break it? NQ is, oh my god, NQ is ripping. It just broke through their high. ES hasn't yet. The choo-choo train wants up. Surprise, surprise. Look at that bear flag. If you guys short that bear flag there, look at it. It just blew you up. It went right back, but we'll see. Maybe chops around still in this level. All right, we close above 68. Can they hold it? I don't know. You can see that candle closed right above 68, 68 and a quarter. I just don't know if that's enough. You can see this level is pinging to this level. We're going below, we're going above, we're right at it. It's an important level for price. That's why I don't want to guess where we're going to go. You know, like, we're going up, but I want to see, as my plan, I already said it multiple times. The break, the back test, the push. I always like the safest entry. Sometimes it wrecks me because I'm not. Sometimes I should be a little bit more aggressive, but I'm sitting pretty with already 1100 almost in the bank, so I'll take it easy. We go into profit protection mode after that. One trade. I've done one trade today. I did more than 5 yesterday, and I can tell you very quickly which one I made more on today. You don't need to trade over trade. You need to trade one trade. Look at that 67, 68 area. It's still holding up as resistance. That's why I always like to wait for price to show me the way. The pop, like I said at open, I need to see at least 5 points above there, and then the back test. Or else we could be in for some chop in between. Take a guess. 68 and 57. I don't like the short, but it's resistance. Even another wick. We got another trap here to the upside right there. I wouldn't consider that one the trap, though. I would consider this one the trap here. All right, we're sitting right above VWAP. So now we're definitely going to dump more. That's a joke, by the way. It's a conspiracy. You can see that VWAP there. People are banking that VWAP is going to hold. NQ, you see NQ right at the top. Let's see if they hold it. Let's see. I would say not. If we do bounce, it's off 57. But let's find out. Can the VWAP indicator work again? And of course it does work. We're dumping right through it. That's why you don't buy VWAP. I'm telling you, I have that there as a joke. I like to see it just like break hearts. It's like a woman that breaks your heart. People believe in the VWAP like they, I don't know, like they believe in, I don't know. I like to see it. Because I used to be that trader. That's like, I'm going to buy a VWAP. I have confidence in the VWAP. It's the VWAP indicator. And there we go, just as expected. Like I said, I think we'll flush the VWAP and get a good, probably hit 57. And where did we bounce from? I don't know. Is that coincidence? And as expected, like I said, we might chop around between 57, 68. There is no clear direction in here. Pigs get slaughtered there. But if you were gonna itch for a long, probably 57 would have been it down here. I wouldn't take it because I'm already green, but I'm waiting for the breakout and the backtest of 67 instead. Or the trap below, right? Like the one we talked about. Look at that 57. Look at that 57. It bounced miraculously beautifully from there. Right before we broke the VWAP, what did I say? Oh my goodness. We're going to go to that 57. Boom. We get the trap from the 57. Look at it. Even that played out. 57 dumps to 55. Reclaims 67, 57. Back up we go. And guess where I would be wanting to take profit? 68. Or somewhere here at least. My stop would be a break even for sure. Because it's chop in here. It's chop. It can go back, hit 57, do the same thing. But your ultimate target, my ultimate target would be 68. And why? Because I am not going to guess that we're going to break 68. Because look at it. We already had many denials from there, right? The VWAP never fails. Never fails to work. The opposite way. You can see here how we got the wick. We're sitting right above the VWAP. Now I think people are going to start piling on long. Basically, I look at the VWAP and I think the complete opposite of what everyone's thinking. Opposite. Until eventually the VWAP, I guess, works. Oh, yeah. Just because of the picture I see there, if I was long 57, I would probably lock in profit. If I was long. Why? Me, why? We closed at 57.75, so we have filled the gap from where we closed that yesterday. We're going to break out of this range soon. It's like the sack of potato example I give, right? We got the 50 to the 73. Then we got the dip. I guess right now currently is 55. And we got 68 there. Whichever one breaks, I think is going to ultimately tell us which way we're going to go. If we break above here, well, I'm thinking we're going to push up higher. If we break below here, we're probably going to go down and test some more level of supports. And you can see that top, bottom, it's exactly as I keep on talking about. The top, the bottom, the top, the bottom, and it's just, it creates this game of ping pong between the levels. Don't get chopped around in this zone as expected. Below 68, 57, some chop. What about you guys? Do you guys have any ideas? You want to share any ideas? Do you think we're going to break to the downside, to the upside? Am I reading this wrong? Are we going to have a big red day today? Are the bears coming in? You're more than welcome to share your thoughts. I'm looking at a trap if we do break below there. I wouldn't buy 51. I'll be looking for a trap down here. Look at the bear flag. The bear flag so far working. But it's not the bear flag. It's resistance up here. Get this crap out of here. So it looks like we're going to break to the downside. Yep, we broke to the downside. So now the major question is going to be, can this 50 hold? I'm not buying that level. It's already a used up level. That's why. And I already made 1,000 something on it. I'm good. I want to wait for the next level. Next level down. Look at that 68 though. It held. It held as resistance. Good morning. You're probably itching for a trade, aren't you? I think you're $100 short. You said yesterday of passing a combine, right? That's exciting. Yesterday during the stream, not the best. I was kind of like missing out on trades because I wasn't just trying to FOMO long, and the FOMO longs were the right call. Unfortunately, but I don't really trade like that. And then afterwards, you can see on my Express funded account, I already showed up, but I don't think you were here. So, but let me get these executions here back up. I want to show you the type of level of greed I was at yesterday. So I got long here at this reclaim of this 38 level. And then I added another one long at 50. I was up over $1,000 up here. And I had my stop at 45. And look where I got stopped. Right at 45. And then it bounced from there and got to pretty much where I was going to take profit. It was that type of day. I know that when I have $1,000 in profit and I don't take it, something has definitely got to me. $1,000. I'm like, gosh, I'm like, no, I'm not taking that. We're going up higher. Boom, it dumped. So it's not, I mean, even all my trades for the majority of the part, all of them that I do, it's not that I don't make money on them. It's that I get stupid and I don't manage them properly. But my entries are pretty spot on majority of the time. It's me who ruins the system. It's not the system. And that's why today, you can see here, I was already long from this trap to the downside when the numbers came out. And as I often say, the numbers I don't care about. Look at this. We got the dip below 50. We got the rip. We got the back test of 51. I took one long of 51. I added another one at 59. I took both of them at 67 because I understand that's resistance. Right there. And then boom. We're already up $1,100 today. Almost $1,100. 1069 on the XFA. The same account. There's no need for me to lie about anything. I stream all my entries. Like, what am I gonna lie? If I do shit, I do shit. Hey, this is unfiltered trading on my account. I know that sometimes some traders they can easily hide their trades. They can, you know, do a bunch of things to manipulate certain things, and I'm not like that because honestly, I don't got no links. I don't sell you anything. This is just I'm really just genuinely trying to add some value to whoever can find value in the content, right? I don't charge anything for it. I'm not even an affiliate with TopStep. I don't want to be an affiliate with them. I can make my money via trading. I'm happy with that. And maybe in the future, but for now, I'm good. I don't need the extra, you know, sign up through my link and this and that. And later on, maybe, but not right now. Well, I appreciate you all tuning in, that's for sure. It tells me that I guess maybe some people do find value in overall what I'm saying, right? So the bull is kind of defending here. They don't want to really break this level down here. Well, thank you. But what about you? What are you seeing? How are you going to get this $100 to pass this combine? I'm curious to see. You think we're going to break this 50 down here? We're still kind of chopping if you think about it. Right below that 68 and above 57. I appreciate it for acknowledging that transparency. It's like I told you, I yesterday I got greedy. I was up 1,000. I didn't take it. I'm not claiming that I made that 1,000 yesterday. I just wanted to show you the level of greed that I was at. It was pretty messed up. I was in the car and I'm like, no, this thing wants up. This choo, you know how I am. This choo-choo train wants up. And it did, just not with me. That's it. Micro one at a time. Take it easy. You're almost at the finish line. I know you can smell it, but it's best to ignore it and just take trade by trade. You'll get there. All right, so I'm thinking about something here. We can see this dip here, right? One dip, another dip, and we're back up above 67. My question is, how good is the 67 going to hold? If I take a long of 67, my stop would have to be down here, and that's a pretty big stop for me. So I'm just thinking. I'm thinking about it. It is a little bit of a trap, but I'm just not. If I hadn't taken a trade today, maybe I would take that 67, looking for a pushback up to 68. But I think I'm feeling a little bit into the protective mode. And I just don't really like this level because, like I said, it can chop, right? Like we are kind of in this chop range in here. It seems like it, but I'm just not in love with it, I gotta say, because like I said, it's in this area that I don't know. And when I don't know, I don't want to do it. Because my stop would have to be down here, right? And that's too big of a stop for me. Plus, I understand support is right here, so look, I'm gonna miss it out. I'll miss it, but you all can see that 67 wants to kind of hold, but I just don't want it. I'm already in the green. I'm gonna protect the gains. I'm gonna wait for that breakout at above 67, and then wait for price to basically come back, retest 68, and then look for the long. But if you all like, you're mentioning that you can see that 67 is holding, hey, that in itself tells you that you can see support resistance, the way they kind of work out. They tend to trap below, pop above. I just don't like it because we're at the bottom of this kind of middle of the range here. I got these two brackets here to kind of remind myself. Right here. Top, bottom. So I'm not taking it. I will not be taking this trade, but up and down in this 67. And that's what I mean. It's choppy, right? Like there's no, I want to see follow through whenever the move I get in. It's too choppy there. And plus, like I said, my stop would have to be somewhere down here. And it's too big, too much risk. Forever. It's looking weak, looking weak. NQ is looking weak for sure too. But see, it's too choppy here. It's too much chop there. At this level here. That's exactly why I said I wouldn't want to have my stop here, right? Like that's too obvious. Your stop would have to be down here. And for that reason, I didn't take it. Too much risk on it. In fact, I would have probably gone break even as soon as we rally a little bit. I would have gone break even on it. But that's why I didn't want to take it there. I'll wait for another setup. Uh-oh. That 67. It's a ping's destination right now. I'm not in love with it though. Next. Look how well that 68 held up. I don't take those shorts because I just don't, but wow, look at it. It held really nicely. All right, looks like we're gonna break to the downside. The key is down there at 50.48 level. All right. Once they break this, I think they're gonna break 50 though. I wouldn't want to be buying 50. Hey, at least we're going down for once. My goodness. Or we're like going lower a little bit. Yesterday was something else. Almost every day it just goes up, 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 up. Look at this daily candles I got here. I'm gonna show you on the big picture here. While we wait to see if that's gonna break or not. Look at that daily candle. This chart represents the daily candles. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row green. And it's just boom. 3 days sell, which was really big, and then we kind of held the lows, and then we're squeezing right back up. This thing's got momentum. Momentum. I would not want to be shorting this choo-choo train. Remember, I short weakness. This here, this is just a pullback. I gotta see 51 get broken. Then we break 38, and then you're talking a little bit of weakness. I wouldn't take it, but 51 is still right there holding. I don't expect it to hold now, though. We need to break, and I will be taking a long down here at that 38 level, right below it. As long as we trap. So see something like a scoop. So something like a flush. Maybe again, like 4 points, 3 points. There's no really standard. It could be 2 points to 5 points, right? Maybe flush to 34, reclaim this 38, and that's my long right there. Looking for a move back up the levels. And then where would I want to be taking profit? Well, first level is going to be this 50 level right here. So there's really never any guessing where you need to take profit. That's what I'm looking at. That's my idea for a trade. If we break this 51, but that's if we break. Let's find out. See, here's even a better long for me. Like, I don't want to take this. I don't like the shape we're building, but if you wanted like a dicey long, it would have to be somewhere here, right? And then with your stop right below here, 48. I'm not taking it. Full disclosure, I am not taking it. This is looking like we're going to crack. I'm just saying. I would take it if we had not bounced so much from here. Like, look how many times we bounced from the data when the data got released. 1, 2, 3. And the fact that I already made over $1,000 on it, I'm happy with it. I'll explain the trade basically again if you missed it. This was the trap we got with the numbers right there, below 50, right? Then you can see the second back test right there, right? It was just begging you to take the long down here. And then price came back again, so I did take the long, and I added another one here. Look, you can see the entries there, so you short chart executions. 1, 2, and then I take profit at the level of resistance. Like I said, this is a game of ping pong, not a guessing game. So you take profit right at that 67, level. And you don't guess if we're going to break higher. That was my trade for today on my XFA. Can this 50 play out again? No way. There's no way they hold this level. Will they? I don't know. It's risky, I gotta say. If we break through that 50, we could waterfall a little bit. But look at it. Price got down to 50.50. I think they're gonna break it though. It's too many bounces. We need a fresh level now. But price is king. I don't want to guess yet. All right, as the waterfall come in, let's see. And that worked. I mean, we're down here because of resistance holding up. It held up really good today. 67. If you think it's order flow or this bear flag, you're very late to the party, and I feel sorry for you. It has nothing to do with bear flags. It's got everything to do with levels of resistance. Oh my God, it's holding again. No way. No way. Fudge. Look, if I was long that 49, again, your stop would have to be down here, this 47. It doesn't make sense to take it at the breakdown of the flag. I mean, of the trap. Like I said earlier, this is the level that the bulls must hold if they want to continue rallying up right now. This level, this 48. Why 48? Because that's the low of the trap. That's key number one of the trap holding. Key number two is the back test. We already got the back test multiple times. That's why I don't like this anymore. But look at this, 50-50. Oh my gosh. Please dump it. Let's get this 38 trade now. Watch this thing just rally now to the goddamn 68. Look, if you are long, I hope it works out for you. But if you are not, well, I'm waiting for that sell, which might come, might not, I don't know. And that's what I mean by this strategy, support resistance, it works, right? But you need to make it work. And what do I mean by that? If I knew that 50 was support, I need to wait for price to come to me. Meaning I need to be long from 50. I cannot FOMO long here just because I saw that it held. Does that make sense? Like I would have needed to get long here. This is the level I need to trust. You got to trust these levels, right? Like this resistance here, if you were going to short, you got to short 68, 67. You have to trust the levels of your homework. Whatever levels you got, you need to trust them. This 50, that was support, major support. I got to be long 50. Like that, I'm in the profit instantly. My stop can be at break even if I don't like what I'm seeing, right? If I'm not seeing that push, that spring off that support, well, then I can get broken even. But if you're FOMOing long at 52, well, you can't have your stop at 50. We just bounce from there. That's support, right? Your stop needs to be down here. But that's a big risk from 52 all the way down here. When really all you needed to risk was from 50 to 47, 48. 2 points, 3 point stops is plenty. Plenty. You might say, no, it's not enough. 2 points is, very quick. Well, it's not enough when you don't really know where to get long. So yes, I can agree with that. But as discussed, I have these boxes here for a reason, just to remind myself, right? Top, bottom. We'll see. I think that we're going to break, hopefully. But if I was long, I would just want this to go. We're kind of pinging, we're pinging inside this range. Maybe I should have taken the 50 long again. I would have had my stop at break even down here, 50.25. I would have been chilling on this trade right now. But do you think that price magically bounced from 50? Look, the low was 49.50. Do you think it's coincidence? Remember what I was talking about? This buyer down here? I don't think it's coincidence, but I'm sure that some people will say that it is. This buyer's still holding up. NQ may bounce or flush here. Look at that. It got the bounce a little bit. Is it enough though? They got to rally above 57. If there's no strength in this bounce from 50, then we're going to go down. They need to break this 57 level. That's the level that we were kind of magnetized to here. We might be turning into resistance, so that's why we need to break it, so that it gets out of the way. Too many wicks though. You see those dojis? I don't know what's going on in here, but like I said, my stop would be at break even if I was long that 50. It's too many wicks. Price is choking. They need to rip it. All right, they're breaking 50. Are they going to break the trap low? Are they going to break it? They got to break that trap low if they're going to get this down. They got to break 48.50. Come on, do it. If not, that's a long right there. Watch. Just break already. It's still holding up this 50 level. Wow. This is the difficult part here because it's like we're right at the line in the sand where I don't know if I should get long, if I should be long already, or just wait, let the price kind of break. I'm telling you, they're testing it again, so I think they're going to break it. I don't know, though. They're not doing it. I mean, they're testing it, but that low of 48 still holding up. Fudge. Maybe I should have been long right there with my stop right here, 47.75. That's what I mean by you don't need a whole lot of big stop. 49.50, my stop would have gone right here. 2-point stop. I just don't know. We're testing it too many times. Look at this. How much longer is this gonna hold? But do you see this? Do you think that this is not support? We already got too many bounces from it. I don't play in that level, but we should have rallied off that 50 minimum to break 57. Oh, come on. Break it. Let's go to the fresh level, please. Look, they're not breaking it. They got already so many tries to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bears got to do some work here. Come on. Come on. We're close. NQ's breaking. NQ broke. ES is still lagging a bit. NQ broke. This is a battleground right now. I don't know if I want to touch this, but you can see that 50 level. This is what breaking down the support looks like. We get multiple bounces from it, and it's just not pretty. It takes a while. I've known all this since this morning that this was support. Right? But memorize this. This is what it looks like when they want to break it down. It looks exactly like that. It takes ducking forever. They still held the low of that trap. Oh my goodness. They got to break it right. This is their chance right here. All right. They broke it. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're going down. We're going down a little bit. Does it have follow through though? Come on. And right to that 38, 42 level. Nope. You already know what I'm waiting for down there. But I'm seeing prices. I mean, it's not moving. We're right at the lows, but come on, flush. NQ is weak. NQ is pretty weak. Is that the back test? Whoops. Sorry. My mouse, I don't know why it does that. NQ broke. I don't know what's going on over here with the ES. ES is, I mean, it broke a little bit, but all right, there we go. Starting to move on the 15-minute. 15-minute chart's looking nice for a downside. Downside. I'm only going to take that one trade at that 38 level if I get it. That'll be my second trade of the day. I always talk ahead of my trades. Not for you to take them. Please, you know, use discretion. And I just do it for the sake of me following my own plan later on. If I do watch a little bit exactly what I did, I can see what I did right, what I did wrong. Did I wait for price to come to me? Did I wait? Did I have the right idea? And boy, yesterday... Yesterday, my conclusion was you need help. Psychological help. Oh my gosh, the dollar is starting to pop a little bit. I mean, is that going to be the beginning of the downfall here? We're right below these lows, but I'm just worried if we reverse back into that 50. This in itself could be a trap, but I hope they just break it. Come on, go test 38. Test 38. It's choppy. It's choppy. Not really like, it's not been the easiest, but at least that resistance kept us out of trouble there. Like I said, up here, I want to play the breakout once it really breaks out. 5 points. That's why I wait for the back test. And we're right back to 50. We could be back testing, right? So this is what it's the same thing, just upside down. We got the breakdown, and then we're back testing. We need to roll over right here. Or else, if we don't roll over, you know what I'm thinking. This is a trap. We need to roll over here. Quick, 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 quick. We're still below 50, so it's still the back test. Oh my gosh. They're not breaking it. I mean, come on. I'm thinking long this thing soon. Not yet, though. Not yet. It's too early. We're too messy under 50. Wow. It's right there. There's no way they reclaim this level. No way. Come on. We got to go down. Right? The candle closed right at 50. Eesh. Wow. 51. We're too close to 50, though. Let me see, like 53 get hit. Back test 50, and then I'll probably be long. Not enough. Not enough. These are specific because look, 53 would put us right here. Well, more like 53, 54-ish area right here. These highs here of these candles. All right, if I grab the long, where's my stop? My stop would have to be down here, but we didn't get that clearance from that 54 yet. We could be back testing, as I said, right? We break down, we always back test where we break down from. Not always, but typically. Let's see. We're hovering right there. You still don't believe me that to break down something is difficult? We're pinging in this level. It's for a reason. Whoops. Whoa. 50. I need to see price, get back above there. Test 54, back test 50, then it's a long, but we're almost there. We're almost there. We're in that line in the sand. This is the line in the sand. This is the line in the sand. This is where the bears need to come on in and reverse this thing. Fudge. Are we going to take back 50? This is looking trappy. I gotta say, it's looking trappy to the downside. You can see that major trap. We just flushed it under. We're reclaiming this level. Perhaps that's along there at 50. All right, well, at least I like that we got to, what, 53. So we're at least at 53. Look, I'll give it a risk at 50. At 50. Let me see. I just don't want this to be the last bounce before the dump. Makins, meat. Yeah, I'll buy one at 50. We can come back to 50. My stop would be... Well, it will have to be down here, 45. But I'm not going to risk that much on it. Because if this is the breakdown trade, we need to get going quickly. So it doesn't become one. Dun, dun. can change. I can change. Oh, come on. I thought that was going to be it. The back test. We got to 52. The flush. Is that going to hold now? And so basically now we just move down our levels. This is now the current trap low as long as that 50 holds. It's not really moving how I typically like though. All right, we're coming back down. I hope it's not the last bounce before the dump. It could be, but like I said, I'm willing to buy 50.25. I'm not gonna chase price. If we're gonna get going from there, I need to get filled at my price. Oh, come on, get out of here. 50.75. That was the low. No way. I gotta say though, this thing, we gotta get going. Oh my god, I missed it by 2 ducking ticks. Fudge. I think that might have been the back test, so I'm gonna cancel that order for now. Because that was the back test there. We should already be popping off it. I missed it, unfortunately. You can see the trap. The long area is down here. Oh, come on. My order was 2 ticks under. This is what I'm saying about sometimes, like, I like to be specific with my entries, but sometimes I miss them by a tick or 2 or something stupid. This is a trap. We're going up. Oh, God. Watch. Oh, because I had already traded it today. Oh, well. It happens. Now, guess where we're going to back test to? 57. And I think we're going to break 57. And I'm not long. You saw my order there. Come on. It didn't get filled by 2 ticks. 2 ducking. It's going. It's going to break it. It's a done ducking deal, okay? This is a trap. It just broke it right there. Look at that. The trap. I smelt it. It was coming. I'm like, this is the trap right there. Look at that. Tell me that this is not what I'm talking about all the time. You got the low there. This is the low of that trap. They should have dumped it to test this level, but they couldn't do it because the Bears are a lousy player in this game. So we get the scoop right back into the range, and that's the long right there. 50. Already to the 57 and a quarter. And guess where we're going to go? Just take a wild guess. Guess. I'm going to give you a hint. Okay? I don't know if we're going there right now, how we're going to go there, but just take a guess. 68. And that's exactly what I mean by always doing the exact same thing. Because this is nothing but the greatest game of ducking, ping pong, and Jenga. They need to push this price above 57 though. They have to do it. We know that this was going to get held up at 57. You shouldn't be surprised. And look at this, big picture. So the SPY is right below the VWAP, right? So you already know what people are thinking. They're thinking short city, right? I mean, it might work, it might not, but the point is simple. If this thing blows the VWAP out of the water, it becomes entertainment purposes for me, that VWAP. And that's why I like to keep it there. Meanwhile, they don't understand that this thing wants up from the 50. Fuck! This is what I mean. That 50. Oh, come on. My order was right there. I wanted 50 and a quarter. I was even like, okay, look. I'm like, 50 is the level. I'm going to go a tick higher, right? 50.25. I couldn't make this stuff up. 50.75 was the low. If I didn't have an order placed, we would have probably gone back down to 48. That's all right. That's all right. It's all right. It's always another trade. Look where we're getting stuck. 57. Oh my gosh. Be careful now. If this 57 is gonna hold, we're moving down resistances. You can see how 67 held. We gotta bounce to 57 and then take a guess. We're gonna go down, right? You can see that. But that's not happening yet. I'm just saying, be careful, right? Like if you are long or you were long from these lows, you definitely don't want price to go below 50. But I don't think so. I think we got the trap to the downside. And we're back to the choppy mess. So, whoops. We'll see. I wouldn't take this long now because it's like we should have not been getting denied this hard there. Either way, it's still at 51. Like my entry should be at 50 and a quarter, not 51. We're going up. I can smell it. If we take back that 57, that 68 is inevitable. Look at the SPY. The SPY kind of getting a little denial of VWAP, getting some more shorts excited. Is the VWAP indicator really going to work again? But to the opposite side. Like if you're thinking that that's going to hold resistance, I'm thinking we're going to break right through that. You got to hold these levels with conviction. If I taken that 50 long, you got to hold it. And that's what you see sometimes where I'm like, no, I'm going to take profit up there or I'm getting stopped out down here. It's one or the other. There's no end ifs or and or buts. That 50 continues to hold. We want to push 57 and then 68. Fudge. My order was there. Ugh. What's ducking? All right, I'll tell you. So my kids, well, sometimes they'll watch the stream. They might pop in, or I'll review it a little bit sometimes, right? And I used to say the F-bomb. So my son goes, "Hey, don't say the F-bomb. Say duck." And I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. So now I say duck. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to say fuck. I'm trying to keep it PG too. Not trying to get all rowdy. Because I can get rowdy. Especially if this thing decides to rally right here, right now. And I smell this trap. We saw that trap and I'm not long. I'm going to want to scream, duck! Ay. There she goes. And the VWAP indicator couldn't fail to work any better. It's about to get blown the hell up. I'm just going to watch it here. Come on, blow it. Anybody who's short there, blow them. Blow them out of the water. Because you can see that, right? We got the pop. And then we got a nice red candle. So now they're thinking short. Right? We got denied, short. They see the history, denied, short. And Watch. I think this thing's gonna blow them out of the ducking water. It's coming. I smell it. Oh, come on, do it already. Why am I patiently waiting for people to get blown up there? I'm not even long. I should mind my own business. Oh yeah, I don't know. I just want to see it get blown up. What is the VWAP at on the SPY? I mean on ES at 57.75. I don't know, but my boner candle indicator, this thing wants to get blown up. It's going off the radar right now. I don't want to take it long yet. I'm not taking it long, but should have been long from 50. If I was long from 50, I would be partying, but I'm not. So look at the dollar. The dollar is waterfalling right now. Is that a sign? Typically, not always, when the dollar shows weakness, ES might want to get some strength. Sometimes, typically. Not always. All right, let's see. This is the 50 level. That's the key level that must hold. If not, we go down. And this was a dead cat bounce. Dead cat. All right, now we did get to 50. I should have probably taken that long. I'm talking too much nonsense and I'm not watching the chart here. Yeah, it's looking like a breakdown. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Look at that 67, 57. I mean, it held. It got stuck right there. And we're going down now. We're going down. Believe it or not, I'm for once thinking a little bit of a short here. But I'm not going to do it. We should have held that 50 level. We didn't. I'm thinking short city if we get a little bit of a pop. Fuck. Duck, I mean. Yes. That's a breakdown right there. So we have a level that is basically tested many times over. It gives many bounces. The trap has failed already. We know that, right? It laid out another one, and the bounce was not very strong. So now we're going down. That is a breakdown of a support level. That's how they always play out every single time. And typically, they even do like an M. All right, we're breaking down. So how far is that breakdown going to go? I'm still looking at that 38 buy as long as we trap below it. That was always my plan. We get down here, maybe test 34, maybe this 36, and get back into the range. These are pre-planned entries from yesterday. We're breaking down though. Watch out. Watch out. You got to memorize that chart. That is a breakdown trade. That's the beginning of weakness. Now we're testing a major level here. My question is, can we do the trap and then bounce and recover? We'll have to wait and see. I don't want to just buy it yet. But 38 is support. 38, this area here is support right here. I'm not surprised that we're getting a little bit of a bounce from 38, that which is rather see a trap below it. The trap is always the safest. Always. Even this one right here. You could have gotten break even, or even from the 50 to 57 is still 7 points. But yes, I would have wanted a lot more on that one there. But that's the final bounce. And you can see that we're turning resistance by resistance into resistance. So 67, 57. So now I'm hoping we bounce from 37 and then we backtest 50. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. I should have been short here. I should have been long here. Could have, would have, should have. I think when I talk too much, I don't just trade. And that keeps me out of trades. Watch the ducking chart. All right, well, we knew that this was level of support here. So surprise, surprise, we're bouncing from this level. Come on. I don't think we're quite done testing that level yet. You should remember this level. This is that level that we reclaimed yesterday. Come on, can we get a little bit more drop? At least back test this level down here. Oh my gosh. $38, $48, almost 10 points already, and I'm not in. Fudge. This day is actually turning out pretty level to level easy. Wow, look at that. That's why I didn't want to take the short too. I'm like, wow, what am I going to do? Short there and then expect price. And I don't want to take shorts. I want to get long. Come on. Are you kidding? Come lower. We need to test a little bit lower. All right. Come on. No more chit chat. This is actually a zone I want to get long. Down here or maybe at the reclaim of 50. Come on. I mean, we got the pop right into 42. So I don't really like that we bounced really hard from there because now we basically need this. We need to backtest 50 and we need to reclaim 50 for price to continue on up. Or else we're going to break down this level down here and then I'm not looking for any long until way down, which, like I said, that shows weakness. Until then, I don't want to guess that we're going to go down. This could still be potentially just still another better buy. This is the key level right here. Right here. Or we reclaim 50 or we go back down to 38. Pick away, yes. The floor is yours. Wow, they bounced it hard from that 38. Look, 38, 38.75 and right 10 points within 4 minutes. Oh my gosh, are they gonna reclaim 50? All right, let me think. Oh my goodness. Okay, come back a little bit. Come down to Papa. 50. Give me 50. Fill me at 50. They need to reclaim. Let the candle close. I think now if we reclaim this 50, we will break 57. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Come on down. Come on down. You're almost there. The bulls need this level back. 50, 50, 50. A little bit lower. Yes, come on. You're almost there. The dollar's kind of showing some strength. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I had to just FOMO it right there at 50. I just didn't know if we were going to break right through it. All right. We're coming down. I want to get an order here placed at 50. Limit buy one at 50. Come on. Come fill me. Come on. Fill me at 50. Please. Come on. I don't want to chase there. Fill me. Come on. Be nice to me. Come on, yes. Just a little bit more. Come on. It's got to be 50. I like 50. Fill me at 50. Like that, I can have my stop a little bit lower. All right. I'm long 50 currently. Now that level needs to hold. It needs to hold that level. I'm going to put my stop just slightly below this candle here. Don't be doing this crappy, yes. Come on. Already bounced from support. We want 50 back. Don't do this shit. Don't you do me like this. Get back up to that 57. Come on. The dollar's showing some strength, so watch out. Come on, quickly. We need a reaction up here quick. We don't want any form of down below 50. We want up, 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 up. We need strength. Push it. My goodness. All this nonsense. Push, 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 push quickly. All right, it's time for the banana song because I'm in this trade now. Fudge, this thing needs to get going. Come on. Hold that low. Let's go. Come on, NQ. Fudge. Okay. Come on, NQ. Rally. Yes, rally too. Come on. Don't be this mean one, okay? Whoops. Come on, yes. Come on. You want it. I know you want It's 57. Come on, baby. Let's just go. Let's just go. Oh my goodness. Just boner candle out of here. The dollar's still showing a little bit of strength, so watch out. I could go break even if I don't feel like, we're going to get that push, but I'm going to just leave my stop where it needs to be. Leave my target. Come on, yes. Don't be dicking around here so much. Let's just go. Do it for the banana song. Look at it. We're below the VWAP on the SPY right there. We already got denied there. Sort of. We're still below it. Can we go and push right there? Come on, yes. Just do it for Papa. Strength. We need strength or else. Come on. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Oh, come on. Just do it. Just do it. Push, baby. Push. Watch. Yeah. Stop ducking around. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. We are so close. We just got to break that high on that candle. Pretty please. Pretty please. Boom. Let's break 57 now. Come on. It's got to be with momentum. Or else, like I said, it's not going to end well. We need to go. The bulls need to go. Look at it. We're right below the VWAP on the SPY. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? We're already up 225 on this trade. Come on. Do it for the banana song. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do it, yes. Remember, there's that 57 resistance, so don't be in shock. But I'm going to try to hold a little bit. I'm going to see how price reacts there because I think we already got quite a bit of denials from there. Hopefully, we can just break through. If you're not confident, like I said, break even is always your best friend. Come on, break through the VWAP. Break it. Do it for Papa. Look at this on the SPY. We're right below the VWAP. Everyone's thinking short city again. Come on, yes. Come on. Do it. Come on. Break it. Break it. Break it. Nice. I don't like it. We're not getting to that 57. We got to test it. Come on, yes. We cannot back this 50 anymore. Just go. Do it. Pump, 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 pump. Watch it. It's going to come right now. I think so. Look at that VWAP. We're right below the VWAP. Come on, break it. Blow it out of the water. NQ is rallying. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. Look at it. Look at the VWAP resistance. If you're shorting there, I kind of feel sorry for you. Oh my God, is it gonna break? Is it gonna break? All right. This is the important level right here, right now. Can we break it? It's gotta go, 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 go. Or else I'm gonna take the profit. Come on, quickly. Come on, come on. Come on. Break it, baby. Break it. This is it. This is the last chance for the bulls to break that. Come on. Break it. Break it. My boner candle indicator is going off the radar. Look at this. Look at that VWAP. Come on, blow it out of the water. Blow it out of the water. Blow it out of the water. Do it. Come on, a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Spy's doing it. The spy is doing it. This is the truth right here, right now. We need to rally. We need to boner candle. Or else I'm going to walk away and take the profit. Come on, do it. She's choking up again. We knew this is resistance, right? Don't be in shock. You don't need to be surprised at all here. Come on, just break it for Papa. Don't you do me like this, yes. Go. NQ is still rallying. NQ still wants more. Come on, blow them shorts out of the water. Come on. Do it. Yeah. You puto, break this shit. Oh, come on. They want to break this bad. Come on, we need strength on this move. The dollar is showing a little bit of strength, unfortunately. What's going to happen? I don't know. Come on, yes. Come on, baby. Break that VWAP. NQ. We knew that was resistance, right? No big shocker. Don't be in shock. I'm still holding because I think we're going to break that ducking level. Look at that VWAP. It's right there. It's just begging to break. Come on, break it. Blow him out of the water. You think it's coincidence? I had this 67 level since last night. How could my level be so in line with VWAP? We're going to break it. I can smell it. It's coming. Come on, yes, do it. Boner. It's coming. It's coming. I can smell it. I might take profit soon. If it doesn't break, I'm going to take it. Come on, I think it's coming. It wants to break. It wants to go up there. It wants to go up. Break it, break it, break it, break it, break it. Boner. Oh, come on. Do it. I already know if I take profit, this thing's going to shoot up. Break, baby. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, 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 go. All right, we broke it. We turned it into support. Hopefully now we can get going. Come on, don't go back down. Don't go back down. We're up 400 already on this. Come on, a little bit more. I think we got more juice in the tank. $425. Look at that. Beautiful. Come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh, come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Go with strength. I don't even want to look. I don't want to look. I might take it. I might take it. Let me see. One more minute. A little bit more. 450. 475. Come on, a little bit more. We need a little bit more on this push. All right, I'm going to take it, I think. 460. Come on, boner this thing. Boner. Boom. Do it. Go, 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 go. 525. Come on, a little bit more. Boner this thing. Boner it. Boner. I told you the boner candle was incoming. 550. Come on, a little bit more. I think it's some more juice. But I might take it. Fine. I'm out. And now it's going to go higher. I'm up 1,600 on the day on my XFA. Nothing more for me to do. Now that I'm gone, I swear, it's going to go to that 68 level, isn't it? Now that I'm gone, it's going to go. Watch it. It's going to go to that. No. I'm not calling nothing no more. I'm already done. I'm out of the trade. But come on. Without getting too explosive with what I'm talking about. Remember what I was like ahead of time. I can tell you my trade, my setup, because I have confidence in it. And this level here, this is the level from yesterday. You have to remember these levels or else you're going to miss the whole picture, right? So this is a long all day. I always like to wait for the traps, right? So then sometimes I miss out on them. Even this one we saw, it still gave plenty of upside, 7 points, right? Like this one rewarded me with $1,000. And over here, again, same thing. If I was more brave, I would have longed it down here and would have made even more, right? But it doesn't matter. The point is always simple. This is support. This was resistance. So that's what we were choking up there, right? And you can see that now we are basically doing the opposite of what we were doing all day. We pushed above it. We pushed above it, and this is what I'm always talking about. I wait for the back test, and I long this level right here. And then I look for a push back up. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And where am I looking for a push back up to? To the 68. You don't need to guess, right? I wouldn't long this right now. I'm just saying, like, when we break out of 68, because this thing here is still a little bit choppy, right? But if we were to break above 68, depending on how the action plays out, I would want the same thing. The breakout, the back test, and then I long 68 looking for a push up. It's nothing but a game of ping pong, as I always say, right? Like it's... Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing there. Sorry. But it's basically that. Like, did we look at numbers? Did we care about numbers? Did we care about order flow? Did we care about any fanciness? Like, nothing. There's nothing that we should care about. And that's what I mean by every indicator you want to give me, throw it in the garbage, because I don't use none of that stuff. And I still do pretty well. Like, because if the market moves like this, I don't know why, I couldn't tell you, but it just does. So the best way I can put it is like a bag of potatoes. Somebody buys it at 10. Oh my God, it's kind of going now, isn't it? Somebody buys it at 10, then they want to sell it for 12, and then 11, 15, 12, 16, 15, 20, 15, 22. It just is that continuation of that pattern. And then vice versa to the downside. Look at downside here. We knew this was resistance. We broke down. We tested 57 multiple times here. We broke down. Like, it's the same thing, but I don't look at the short side. I look at the long side. Why? Well, because this stuff happens. We're lucky that today this actually broke down here and here, because oftentimes it won't even break there. It's just going to continue to go like yesterday, right? And where are we going to go? Break 68. Like, I couldn't put it any simpler than that. But I don't want to be in this anymore. I'm already deep in the green. What else can I really do or say at this point? So, yeah. Trade the trap. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Trade the trap. Throw out all the indicators out of the garbage. Just focus on one product, whether that's ES or NQ or whatever it is that you want to trade, and let it be. Let it be. Like, learn that product. And look at it. I took profit at 60, 50. We're at 62. And we're going to the 68. If I hadn't taken profit, it would have dumped already. Sorry, yeah. If I hadn't taken profit, yeah. Because I took profit, we might go up there. And with that concludes this stream. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my day. I got some stuff to do, and really, I'm happy with the profits I got today. Nothing else for me to really do. We talked out that entire trade ahead of time. Is it coincidence that we bounced from here? Did I have a crystal ball knowing that we were going to bounce from there? Absolutely not. It's just that this level was resistance. Now we reclaim it. And look what we did. All this was a bunch of nonsense just to backtest the level of resistance. That's all this was. That's all it was. Now the market liked it. So now we go up. It's that simple. Now, understanding the magnet up here, that's it. And look at this. You know how I know this thing's going to go even higher now? Because I'm going to break it down to you like this, very simply. And you're going to be thinking that it's too simple to work like this. But really, it's not. Think about it like this. Like this. If you fail to understand this, you will basically not know ever where trend is headed. This is our playground here, right? So if we understand that this is our playground, we're looking for the trap below here, which is right here. It's laid out right in your face, right here. We bounce from support. We have a trap to the downside. And what have we done all this time? The market's a beautiful, wonderful thing. It's piled on stops from the shorts right here, meaning anybody who's short from here, their stops are still here, right? Anybody who's short from here, their stops are still here. Anybody who's short here, their stops just got taken out. And this is the beautiful thing of the trap. The moment it starts to break down, it piles on the FOMO shorts. Anybody who's looking at this dump is piling on short right here. So what does the market do? It catches them offside, reverses right back into the magical 50 level or into the magical support level, which means that anybody who FOMO short here, where are their stops? Right back above in this range. So the market needs that liquidity, right? So it trapped the shorts. It also took out the longs, the stop of these longs over here. Anybody who was long here. So it takes out the longs of the stops of the longs, takes out the stops from the FOMO shorts, and now on its way back up, it's hunting the stops of these guys, which were left there on purpose for liquidity, for this fuel to push market price even higher. I should have recorded that shit. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense, because that is exactly the way I view the market. It is simple but complicated, and it's the market is nothing. It's a symphony of motion. There is no wasted motion in the market. It leaves bottoms and tops on purpose so that later on it can go and get the liquidity. That's it. That's this game in simple format. And that's what I always talk about, the greatest game of ping pong and Jenga, because that's what this is. We're doing both at the same time. We are basically just turning this area into magical support, concrete. It was resistance. Now we are just turning it into support. That creates the Jenga puzzle. So when that fails, one Jenga block comes out, and then the dominoes fall down, right? Or the Jenga block falls down, right? Until then, yeah, that's that. And look at that. We're going for the inevitable. You don't need to guess why. Now you know. The stops. Fudge, I took profit early. And then in this, also another good point to point out, this is all one leg. Okay, this is one trade as we got it, right? But in here, people will find many different ways to trade it. So that's what creates this magical indicators and everything. Meanwhile, if you just stop looking at all that and just focus on support and resistance, you would have known this whole time that this was support and that was a buy all day there. And look at that. We're just like that. We're, boom, about to break the highs. But I'm not going to stay here and guess that they're going to break. I got to get going. Thank you very much for all your support. And thank you for showing up here today. I hope that I provided some type of value and that you witnessed this trap here, because it was just beautiful. And this is exactly why I love what I do, and I want to be at the forefront of every single move. I want to get long here. I want to know how to get long here. How do I get long at the reclaim of this level? That's the juice right there. I don't want to know how to get long here. This is a bunch of nonsense in here. But yeah. Till tomorrow, peace. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, I am done for today. See you all tomorrow, if you're here.